young or new designer needs all the experience they can get, or the exposure. So the more they get in contact with people in the industry that has experienced or asked the questions or offer advice is important. So this is a very good platform, especially with the prize money, to help them with their future and what they want to do and how they can build their brand.
One of the things that really impressed me was the use of print. People especially designing, painting their own prints. The use of dye, I think, is really interesting, but people just being innovative and not necessarily doing the predictable thing.
I think a few clear winners are bubbling to the surface, like people who really have that magic combination of incredible design ability and also business sense. And because fashion is essentially a commercial business, so they need to actually have both.
I want to see the passion, I want to see the drive, and I want to see that they've gone to the nth degree to be who they want to be. But at the same time, the talent, the sort of standard is quite high, so I want to see the best of the best.
We've been pretty surprised by the standard and level, that it's actually quite high. Creatively as well, I think there's a lot of talent, and I think it's definitely coming through.
There is really talented people out there, and it's a starting point. If they can take what they've got and move with the industry and grow, then there's huge hope for the future.
The Fastrack experience has been amazing, actually. It has exposed me to a world that I never knew existed before. Some of the things that I'm actually doing now are quite interesting. You know, I've met quite a number of amazing people now, and even just the idea of winning the Fastrack is not exactly what was in my mind, but it's actually 10 times more than what I actually thought it was going to be.
My Fastrack experience thus far has been great. Literally after the show, like, things started happening. I mean, we were thrown into the deep end. Because Fastrack is essentially a business program, so I had to start thinking of pricing, target market, just my business module, my brand, you know, who am I selling to? Why would they buy into it? And things like that. Like, I had to round it.
For me, I think the knowledge that we've imparted to them is giving them a kind of strong understanding about the basis of design, a good design, construction, and a practical kind of application of their skills. Because I think most designers at some point in their life or their career really need to actually hone their skills. We give them that opportunity to do so, and we give them an opportunity to do so in a very structured and controlled environment.
Being one of the winners for Fastrack was such an amazing, mind-blowing dream come true. I mean, working at his studio with his staff, it really has been an amazing experience.
I think Fastrack, the aim is to just shorten that period from graduating into getting into entrepreneurship and then really being established. And for me, I think that's what is interesting, is that we're shortening that and we're developing design entrepreneurs as opposed to just designers.
My favorite part of this whole experience has got to be the fact that my stuff was in magazines, and just the exposure and people actually reading my things and seeing my things. The best part, or the first time I saw the stuff in the magazine, I was really excited, and I think it just gave me a feeling that I can make it and that people will buy my clothes and support me as a designer in the future and even now.
Hugo's very talented, and it's wonderful working with him, and I think he's going to do a lot for the Rosenworth brand. He has been given a division solely to grow it as his responsibility, so let's see how it goes.
So winning Fastrack was a great platform to work with industry people like Gabby Rosenworth, and also working hands-on on new ranges, commercializing my brand a little bit. It's been a great experience. It's going great. I've been learning a lot, all the ins and outs of business side of fashion, because everyone can draw a picture and everyone can do a pattern, but the actual business side of fashion is quite something I'm learning from Gabby and her mother, Elspeth Rosenworth.
To become a successful designer, it's all about hard work. Hopefully you've got the talent, and if you've got the talent mixed with hard work, and mixed with the knowledge that you won't make any money in the first couple of years, you'll be fine.
I've really learned a lot, in particular how to run a business. Working at Habits, I've seen how it's done, the ins and outs of things. Working at a factory gave me exposure to the production side of things, which was really something that I was really hoping to learn as a young designer. I think it's really important what AFI does for young designers. Just their support of young talent in this country is really needed, and I am really personally grateful for it. I think it quite literally does what they say, it fast-tracks one's career, which is very important, as it's really difficult to make it as a young designer in the industry. So having the support of such an acclaimed and established company really makes a massive difference in someone's life, someone like me.